Well, hello, my darlings. I'm Faith from Faith and Grits, and I'm here for my very first ever design team video. So I've been very kindly added to the design team over at Rach and really excited, really nervous, not sure what to expect, but quite happy at the moment. And it's springtime, so that's another reason to be happy, especially in Wales where it feels like it's rained since Christmas. But anyhow, so I'm here to do a pocket with a twist. I'm on design team B. And I start off with a random, forgotten mock-up I've done late one night watching YouTube, and I have it written on there where I saw it. So this is my aim today. So this is my Scrappy Bunny accordion that's in the works for Rach and looking at how to do this type of pocket with some hidden writing space on the back, but quite big gussets so it can be stuffed really full. So this is going to live here. My template is going away. And stick around and let me know what you think. Back in tick, darlings. Right, hello, my darlings. I think I'm going to put the camera on and just jump in and do it. Have a go. So this is my idea of a little bit of a different style of pocket that I've not done before. I'm working in my little Grungy Bunny accordion book. So let's just make a start. This is the mock-up. We've got some of Rach's lovely papers here. This sort of spring kit. Some of the collage pages out for this. I've tried it with my template here is mocked up from a book page. Just one very large book page. So that page is, I don't know, about 12 inches by 1920, something like that. Or not, 10, 12 by 10, something like that. No exact measurements are needed. You just need one big piece of book page. So for this one, I'm going to try the antique paper I've got here. Now, this paper is well over 100 years old. It is 1874, I think it is. So I've glued two pieces of it together to give it some rigidity. So let's have a go. So I want to fold in, I don't know, a good inch on one side. Yeah. So any size, just keep in mind the height of the journal that you're going to be placing this in, because it's going to be sort of an insert, a set of pockets that can be pulled in and out. So once you've had that side folded in about an inch, I'm going to put quite deep sides on these. Fold that in half. Better off doing it towards me so I can actually see what I'm doing. So no, I'm quite excited for joining the design team. This is my first time doing anything like this, so I'm a bit, I'm just going to follow the lead of everybody else. So, a pocket with a twist. I thought, oh my god, there's so many different ways, but this was in my idea book. It's been there a while as a template for me to try. So that's what I've got now. That nice strong crease down the center. That gusset on that side. And now I want to fold the bottom up. So if you look at my original, we've done it to there. It's actually flipped to the other way around, but it doesn't matter. So I want to fold this bottom up to be about the same height from the top as I want it to be. So using the board on here, you can eyeball this, or I just use little squares on my mat. So I know 3 of those squares is about 1.5 inches. So let's give this one up about there. And crease. Now, at this point, you want to stop, open it back up, because I want to snip that off. I want to snip that off. So open it back up this way. Put your finger on the bit that you want to trim, which is that front bit. And so I want about 1.5 inches off of that. Pencil. about 1.5 inches off of that, and I want to trim that center line there. You probably can't see that. I want to trim from that central fold down there. Scissors. I like the antique effect of this paper. It's just got to glue the pages together. So that becomes your top flap, or your second one, because you got one at the top. That one now, you can either fold it down, but I want to trim mine off. About roughly the same gap that I've left at the top. And this little bunny book is going to be quite scrappy, so I'm not really concerned about that. So that's fine. So now at this stage, the next thing you've got to do is add those extra gusset pieces in there. And all I've got to do that is just some strips of white printer paper. So open it back up again. That inside pocket is fine. You're good to go, because you're whole on that side. This bottom one needs an extra one. So I'm going to go in and tear a piece off that fits just inside there. Yeah? Fold it in half, because you're not going to see these. But it's going to give each pocket a lot of room to hold much more than if you were just gluing the sides. So I'm going to place that one right up to the edge. Make sure it's not stuck to itself. So I've got bits on both sides of there now. That one doesn't matter. Now, if I open this, what have I done? Yes. And there's nothing on there. So I need two to go on that side. So if I go here, I hope I'm making sense. But I think this is a really good way to use, especially if you've got very large book pages, to use them up. Now I've cut this copy paper here into like 2-inch strips. So my little, these are nearly 1 inch in size. So nice, lots and lots of wiggle room now to go down. So get them glued in. So fold in half, fold up, trim, and then add, I think they're called gussets. If I'm wrong, somebody please tell me. Come on, do it towards me. I'm used to leaning over, see? And if I lean over to do it now, my head's in the camera. Oh, come on. I have practiced this, I swear. So, there's that one, and then one more to go on this side. And no matter what you do, don't be too quick to glue it together, because there's some more steps coming. Go. So that one's got a gusset, that one's got 2, that one's got 2. But when I fold that up, depending on what you're using as your base paper, you might need to go in and snip that bend there, just so that it doesn't bulk in the corner. So if you can see, I've just trimmed off that tiny bit. So fold it all back up again. And next, so we've done the folding, we've trimmed it, we've added those gussets. Now you need to do your corners and your tab punches. So I'm going to punch each of my corners on that one, and the top 2. Now, like on my paper template, which has disappeared, oh, there it is, I also want tabs. Again, I'm not measuring, I'm just lining up my little notch punch, or you can use a circle, whatever. Giving a notch there. And the next one, line it up. And then for that top one, I don't want to go through the back. I only want to go through the front. So line up the next one. There we go. And the next bit then is inking. So, and getting my backing papers ready. So I won't suffer you through watching me ink. So I'll pause there for just a tick. Won't be a moment. Right, my darling. So I've had everything inked, and I've gotten some panels cut from those sheets to go in here. So I've got, let's start on the inside. So it's just, that's a bit of collage from the kit. So let's just stick them on really quickly. I'm only using glue stick. That old book page has been doubled up with glue stick. And glue stick does add a little bit of bulk, but I'm hoping to strengthen it with it. So let's back that one. You're not going to see all of it, but you're going to see some of it. So fold that up and do the next one here. I have been converted to Uhu sticks. They are probably the best glue sticks I have ever used in and out of work. So, no, really excited about this design team going forward this year. Try to get myself a little bit more active on social media. And this sort of gives me the kick up to do it. So I'm on design team B, so we're doing pockets with a twist this week, and sharing on our channels and on Facebook. So I do hope you go and check out everybody else in the team. I'll get their names and everything, and all the info down in the box below. One more to go on the back. I want writing space on the back. Let's do another turn of the glue book. So I've inked these panels as well. But even if you're a really scrappy junk journaler, making these out of really big book pages would be an interesting technique as well. So now my fingers are sticky. There we go. So the back is done. So we folded it, we've trimmed it, we've added the gussets, we've done corners, we've done tabs, we've inked, and we've backed it. Now you can glue it together. Yes? And I will show you just how big these pockets are. So I do want to add, yeah, let's glue it together first. And then there's two more elements here from the kit that I want to add on here. So you, come on, Art, wake up, wake up, wake up. Kind of stuck now. Let's see now. Is he awake? My pen is like bit to dust now. I need to find a new one from somewhere. So you're going to start on the center one, not that one, just that top one, and glue it down. There we go. And again, if you don't have something like Art, just use your glue stick. Give that a minute. And this old paper is so thirsty. It doesn't take much at all. Then you're going to glue the middle one down. I know it looks like overkill a bit having them so big, but hopefully this will get filled to the brim. But we'll come on to that after. Right, up we go, nice and straight. And oftentimes we end up with big, very large book pages that's glossy paper as well. I wish I could remember where I saw this template. It's bugging me now. because I would have made that original from somebody's video, and I've swirled it away into my idea shelf over there, and I have it written on there where I saw it from. So if I have anybody recognize the technique, please, because I can't remember. It's been in that, they've been in that folder for so long. Or I've watched somebody else in a video and thought, ooh, and I've gone and done it. No idea. So then the bottom goes up. So that is the basic version of it. Pin in the glue. So, but as you can see, well, the glue is still sticking. I'll do that after. They open up very large. You've got a lot of space now in those. I don't want to pull too much because the glue is still set in. So I want to put, I did find these two. I quite like that flower at the bottom there, and I quite like the bicycle. But I want to put one on the front and one on the back. I'll put the bicycle on the back. So the width I'm working with is pencil about there. And just a bit off that edge. So again, not measuring, just use a pencil and eyeball it. And I'm going to cut around the bike and that rose and then come down to the next pencil mark. There we go. And ink it. So, I don't know, anybody out there enjoying this kit? It's very light, spring palette colors, and I'm definitely running with the idea of grungy bunnies. So that one is going here, just under the writing space. And I'm going to glue just 3 sides. There we go. And on it goes. Lush. So to cover up that writing space, a tag can be popped into there. And I want another one on there. And I think I want to go for pin in the glue. I think I want to go for those flowers at the bottom. So again, width-wise, trim off. So go around these. They look like magnolias almost. I love magnolias. Again, eyeballing it. Yes. So again, that one's going to go down the bottom as an extra little tuck-away spot. A thin one, to put it lightly. A thin spot to put something. Whereas these are going to be much bigger pockets of stuff. But I don't want to test it yet until I know that glue has done its thing. So get this one on. Which way am up am I? That way. Yes. On 3 sides. There we go. I've just realized I haven't rounded those corners, but that's fine. So there we go. It's ready for stuffing once that glue sets. And I know it's set well on those edges. So it'll actually open up. So I'm going to leave that dry a bit. I'm going to go through all of this loveliness from the kit and see what I've got that I can fill the pockets with. So give me just a tick. So right, my darlings, after a lot of inking and quarter rounding later, we're ready to stuff the pockets. So, start on the back. I've got these pieces from the kit. So if that goes in there, you've got a hidden writing space there. But if the tags go in, you're not going to see what's been written behind. So that's ready to go. And the front, now in that big one at the top, I've done this one up quick, and this is nearly a whole sheet of A4. I've just folded it into thirds and put the flappy over, so there's writing space there using one of the collage pages. So just a bit of thin twine in there, and that can go then into the top. Open it up, get my finger in there, and as you can see, there's plenty of room. So, and in the next one, I've got a piece of collage paper, just folded in half. That goes into the next one. And that bottom one, I've just done a little tri-fold. This is, I think, one of the journal pages that I've printed 2 to a page. So that goes in there. And for the bottom here, I've just got some tags from the kit that I've added a bit of trim to. So I suspect with those gussets that this will actually hold a lot more. Now that twine is a bit long on that big tag, so it is adding a little bit of bulk to it, but that can be shortened and sorted out later. So let's see where it can live in my grungy, scrappy bunnies. So I've watched Steph in the past make these and been fascinated, so I've decided to give it a go. I've completely cocked it up because there's like some misfolds in there, but it works. So there's my front cover. I've got tags in there. I've got to fold it all the way out because of some of my misfolds. So that's not going to go into that one. I need a bigger pocket. So I've got like scrappy hiding place there. Fold it up, fold it out. Will that go in there? Almost. And then I've got another pocket. No, that's a belly band. That's got a tag in it. Am I in camera? Yes. Fold it out again. Not much going on there. Fold it out again. No, up again. It can't live in there because that's too narrow. That panel is too narrow. That was where I sort of got really muddled up doing the accordions because I was trying to do different sized panels. Another flip. Go over. Oh, that was the same as that one that I've done, but I did that one instead of the old pages. I used a piece of like big glossy book page. So again, tags all throughout and writing space on the back and an extra little pocket on the back. So that can go in there. This one needs a home. And I think we've come to the end of the book. And then the book keeps going. So I've got that side. That's a tall pocket. That's not going to fit in the belly band. Going on into there. There. Lay down. There we go. That's a good fit. So I'm going to leave that one in there for now. So my scrappy bunny accordion experiments, so to speak. No, I'm quite pleased. I've still got some more work to do in here, and coming to terms with how my wonky folds have worked out. But no, please, back to the front cover then. So, what do you think, my darlings? it's going to be interesting, isn't it? So let me know your thoughts on this type of pocket, and if you've done it, or if there's any twists on doing it. Again, just mock up. I love mocking up templates and new ideas on book page, and hopefully in the future I'll remember to write down where I saw them. So very happy to be on the design team now with Rach and Bella and all those beautiful human beings over there. So that's all for me for now, and hope to see you back again very soon. Thank you ever so much for watching. Bye for now.